Buenos dias. Hello and good morning. So, I'd like to see how everybody's doing. I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers. You guys are amazing. We're going on this wind circle of device mechanisms. We're going through the circles of everything through its cycles. Those cycles are going through its continuous force. The continuous force is high rising on its elements. So today we're going to talk about how you can get that power within. I find that there's still a lot of people trying to figure out what is going on. Like far as, okay, is the galactic system fun? And it says, yes, it is, because you can have everything that you want, knowing through the brain and through the mind frequencies. But it's extremely important to know these things. Far as you can have the power within, but you have to understand everything is within. You understand that you start off with your chakra formations, you start off with your meditations, you start off with your research, you start off with your definitions, you start off with your higher self, you start off with your solar connection, energy, systematical system. But like I said, I'm high rising and my intelligence is in the matrix and its electronic circuitry systems. So today we're going to discuss how you can get that power through achievement, knowledge, and intelligence. And it's all about understanding the healing aspect, because it goes way beyond human understanding. It goes way beyond human behavior. It goes way beyond anything around its atmospheres. Okay, space continuum and galactic system and the matrix and its grids. So, because that's where all the power comes from. It comes from the power source, from the kinetic source, from the planet solar system source of the harmonic systems. That's where all the power comes from. Once you awake through the dream awakening, you reside on that planet solar system. Hey, Dustin, how you doing? Okay, cool. Yeah, line states, codes, and everything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't forget about the galactic moon is changing its shifts right now through its atmospheres, its light and dark formations, and it's going through electro information, and that information is going through its atmospheres, through its connection wires, through its harmonic systems. It's changing behavior patterns. So your emotions are going to go through in continuous force through its karma wheel. And everybody has to go through that, because right now the galactic moon is coming into a new vibration. And that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to shape shift the geometry sets, change that activation code through the code frequencies of the matrix and its grids. So once we formulate that, we can bring back its balance, synergize its galactic moon, and have full communication ways with the galactic solar sun planet too. So they both can reside on the same wavelengths. Because that's what you want, is you want that partnership. Because the galactic solar sun planet has to have its own communication line through its harmonic signals, plus the galactic moon. So it's time shifting everybody's elements through the body and ego systems right now. So, hey Jennifer, how you doing? I feel like I just tied myself back into an older timeline. I feel like I'm in knots, trying to untangle and let go. Lots of, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're going through that process right now, because we're going through so many emotions through the galactic moon, and its connection energy ways is basically, the galactic moon is changing itself. Okay, it's changing its atmospheres. It's changing its geometric systems. So the harmonic system is finding a new vibration for the galactic moon, so it can subsurface through its solar surface to the galactic system, to the energy core, and have full communication ways with the galactic solar sun planet, because they have to reside in the same vibration through the harmonic system. So, but you're going to go through that. You're going to definitely go up and down, because I'm feeling it too, right? I'm feeling it too. So we're all going through that. Yeah, it's just meant to be. I mean, these things happen for a reason, because you guys are more connected through the matrix. You're getting a better understanding of what's happening within the body and how it interrupts everything through its connection, energy, waving, dimensional, sacred, universal heart. Okay? Because everything is confronted with its emotion, and that emotion is affecting everything through its body systems. So it's all about balance. You know, I said that too in my last videos. Oh yeah. Well, that's right. I try to uprise everything. See, I go through the same process. Don't think that, you're going through that process. I'm going through it too. We're all going through this. It's just I go through it a lot. Um, I go through it first before you guys go through it because I see everything through its communication of its matrix. But my upwings go through the energy cycles and all that information that goes into me. Some is more powerful than others, but now I don't feel it. I also see it. I see the energies. And sometimes it can be very sporadic, if you know what I mean. Because remember how you were saying you were going through spaceships and you couldn't identify it, and I said you didn't want to question it? Well, you don't question things like that. You just communicate with it, you look at it, and you try to find its vibration. And the only way to do that is to get your balance through its behavior systems. Okay. So it's all about change. Everything today is all about change. And it's all about getting your power within, finding that power that exists. You know, you want to be extraordinary so you can uplift yourself every single day through its process and through its continuum too, because everything revolves around the continuous flow through the reactors, right? Because it's a magnesium polarized systematical system that's an energy electrical field of its source, right? Through its rotation. So, but don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. They always say too, with every good day, there's a great day, right? Rather than saying that, for example, Gene Simmons, he always says, your worst day, the worst day ever, to him in his perspective, is his best day. So think of that analogy on a day-to-day basis. Imagine that, you have a really, really bad day. To him, it's a great day, right? That's power. That's taking power. Okay. That's what I'm saying is taking the knowledge, taking the intelligence and moving forward and finding that success, that high rise, its definition through its chakra formations and its meditations. So, hey, Eric, how's it going? Yeah, everybody's going through that same process. Yeah. Jennifer's going through the same thing. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, everything's about clearing out the ode, cleansing the body through the body systems and the ego systems. But you don't just want to cleanse the body too. You also want to cleanse the circles, cycles of its all divisional lines through its connection and its energies through its circuitry, right? That's electronic interference. That's energy heat signatures, Eric. Anything with a wave is an energy volume through an energy cycle through a radio signal. So your connection waves are through planets. You're connecting with an energetic, energized meteorological system planet that is a heat signature. So remember, everybody, everything that hits you, okay, through the body and ecosystems, through energy, is communication. So rather than being dissipated, really try to absorb and appreciate what's happening to you because you're coming along. Okay, you're moving forward. You're taking out the old, you're bringing in the new. That's what it's all about, is using those synchronicities of devices through its connection sources and using those sources through its power centers. Remember, everybody has a power center. You got to understand how to use it, but it's understanding the thoughts. Everything's going to be disrupted, yeah, because it affects everything through its atmosphere and its matrix. Because you now are more formulated with its communication lines of the matrix and its colorations. And those colorations are particles, and those particles are energies, and those energies are different shapes of geometry sets. You know, it's all on a different vibration, but like I said, understanding your energies that are given to you, just the feeling, you just really try to practice on that. So when you have an energy that goes into you, try to understand the information. That's mastering energy. You understand the symptoms, but do you understand the information? Okay. You have to realize something too, because you're light formations and you're in the solar mechanisms of its systems through the star system systems. You guys are going to be more, have a reaction to everything through its planet systems, through vibrations, through intelligence, through communication, through radio signals, nature's core, ground formations, atmospheres, cloud formations. Everything is going to be a connection wire now with everybody. It's because you're seeing the true essence of its behavior patterns. Don't forget, the matrix also has behavior patterns. It has emotion, right? And that emotion goes through its circulation on an everyday basis. So, so you're seeing picturalizations, yeah, scorpions and all, yeah. There you go. That's communication, Jennifer. Way to go. Good for you. So not only you saw a visualization of a cloud formation of a scorpion, but you understand what it was saying. Rebirth and ardency. That's spelled right. Is there a correction error there? Yeah, but anyway, it's definitely rebirthing. It's like the phoenix. So eager and devotion, yeah, exactly. But that's it. You understand, Jennifer. You understand the energy because you gave back to me what it meant. And that's communication. So you're going to get a lot more of that from nature's core, which is tremendous, from the atmospheres and space and its matrix. So keep that up. That's great stuff. Because you're stating that it said. So anything referred to that, the matrix is calling back to you. So you're definitely listening to your audio perceptions. And remember, these are the most important things that you have to know on a day-to-day basis through visualization, through observation, through listening skills, okay? And your voicing grids, your sensory perception, and your audio perception, your voicing perceptions, voicing grids. Those are the most important things that you need every single day. Yeah, everything is coming up, but like I said, you're going to go through a whirlwind of a cycle, and those cycles are going to be dividing through different atmospheres of its galaxies, through its unknowns of its vibrations, through its harmonic system. And that's why everybody's getting hit hard, is because the galactic moon is changing its vibration, okay? And once it finds its balance, you're going to find its beauty within. Then you're going to find your power within. Then you're going to find your chakra formations with the sense of force recognition of the soul, okay? Because the soul is everything to its power, okay? Because everything resides through the soul. Everything's line connected. to the communication waving energy, electronic, sacred universal heart. So the more everybody gets a point of view through that aspect, they can really analyze through the analytical system and the mind and the brain frequencies how the matrix is in full control of everything through its communication. Okay? So when you master communication with its ground formations, atmospheres, cloud formations, space continuum, archangels, angels, the matrix, father, mother, Gaia. You know, I've said this over and over and over, but it's good that you guys get an analyze of everything around you, because now everything is real to you. You're seeing the real identification of everything through its entity force, through its communication force, through its shapes and geometry sets, its location grids, string theory, through the geographical map systems, everything through its connection energy wavings. And those energy wavings are high volume utilizing its systematical systems through their circuitry and its connection waves to all body systems through the ego systems. So every day is a different day, okay? But try to use that as a positive. Even though it's a bad day, try to think of it as a positive day, okay? And that's what I mean by mastering balance. Once you get that, then everything falls into place. And everything around you through its communication will be so amazing. And you'll see real light for what it is. Its formations. You'll see electric defenses and how they are created through the ground formations. You'll see force fields. You'll see plasmesium force fields. Oh, that's another thing too. We got to work on that, but we're not going to do that yet. We have the energy grids, but we got to focus on the mastering the chakra formations, because everybody's line dividing through the 7 in its centers. Okay. Now everybody knows, why is it like this? Did anybody pick that up like yesterday? What that was? The line dividing through its balance. That's the cross of anybody. Of Jesus. There's a reason why that symbol is the center of everything. Okay, so here's the cross. Okay, here's the century circle. Okay, that's the yin and the yang. Okay, that goes on a continuous force. And then you have the crown chakra that goes round and round. Okay, then you have the spacing energy waves. Those spacing energy waves come from the galactic system through the energy core, connection waves through the galactic solar sun planet, and its communication lines of its waving signals through the galactic moon. Okay, so questions. Let's see, opportunity for lots of growth. Growth is everything. I was at the beach meditating last night and used shells to create a formation. I created a human formation with the cross, moving it through the center, top and bottom. Great. So you got into movement through activation and you created that vibration. That's awesome. Good for you. Yeah. See, I don't think there's a lot of people that still don't understand why are you using shapes. And the reason why I'm showing you that, so you can get in touch with your mind telepathy, how you can use your power grids, how you can use your energy cycles, your energy fields, force fields, plasmesium force fields. All these things you have to know, because your solar connection energy waving patterns are coming into intimate force systems through the body and ego systems. So it's extremely important to know that you have to understand acceleration, speed acceleration, hyperspeed acceleration. All these things have connection waves through communication lines of all radio signals. So, like, traveling, using your traveling mechanisms, we have to talk about string theory, because string theory does resolve everything through its atmospheres, space continuum, and the matrix. But you have to also, too, understand that every line formation through its communication lines is the harmonic system. And that's why we have to high rise on so many different levels. People are having problems understanding what are chakra formations. And that's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you the existence through its beyond. And there's a lot of complication because galactic system is related to having fun, because I give you these activities, right? And you enjoy these things and you see all these things and you understand all these things. But we have to start knowing and really grasping, okay, this is what it means. Like, for example, Jennifer, you're getting connection right now with the cross moving through. You're getting connected with nature. You're getting connected with signals of its radio waving patterns. So we can work on the waving patterns too. Patterns basically are communication. Remember I was telling you about the point systems? Well, they're point dot systems. Okay, everything is through the computer graphing analytical system. So let's say you have a wavy line. Okay, you have a wavy line. All right. Now you get resonance from everything that resides from the gamma rays, comes from the galactic solar sun planet. Remember, they have the communication lines and they're not too far apart. They have to stay within that divisional line. They can't cross over parallel. That's why they have the galactic solar sun radiating its gamma rays through its radiation lines to the galactic dimensional Earth. Okay, so that's why it stays within the distance frame through its calculation and modification. Same with the galactic moon. So they have to stay line dividing. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, and then you have the galactic dimensional Earth rotating on its axle. Okay, so it's changing its atmosphere through its demographics. Okay, and it's seismographing everything through its circles. So I know it's getting more complicated, but like I said, I try to be basic as much as I can, but it's pretty hard when your matrix system and the brain system is in the galactic system full time, because the matrix has gone way beyond the matrix through its elements of its systems, and have gone past the star systems through their harmonic systems. So anyway, understanding everything through the galactic system revolves around its connection wires to everything through its balance of its energy core. Okay, because the energy core communicates with all planets and solar systems. Everything's line divided through its circulation and rotation. Everything has to circulate and rotate because it goes on a feeding source, and those feeding sources are all connected through divisional lines of the matrix and the harmonic systems. So I know things are getting more complicated, but I think everybody's getting the true knowledge once we get that knowledge going, because we have that understanding and we've gone past thinking. So it's good that we're getting that gist of everything through its matrix. So it's very important to know that the communication between the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon are always in the harmonic systems. Okay, but they can't stay too far apart because they'll set themselves to another parallel, through another paradox, and we can't allow that. Right? So that's why I got to change the shape through its geometry sets, find its new vibration. Remember I was telling you about the shape it changes per second, and bring back it down to its code frequency of 000. Now you're thinking, okay, we're at 001, but it's very extremely hard because I'm looking at 4 divisions of its atmosphere, because it's cut in 4 through the galactic dimensional Earth. Okay. So those 2,000 galactic higher selves are protecting the protection grids, which is the center point of the galactic dimensional Earth. Now the 5th dimensional platitude through its harmonic system is on a solar sphere. So the dimensional Earth is like this, it's like this, it's like this, and it's like this. So that's the energetic plasmesium force system. And everything through its electronic device has its own connection wave. So that's what the platitude, and that's why it's taking so long, is because we have to change that vibration. We have to find that circulation, because everything gets connection wires through its circuitry. Okay. So once we south wind everything through its northern and southern, western and eastern, then we can get that full balance through its harmonic system. I know if it's going way over everybody's heads, I understand that, but I have to communicate this every single day. The reason why is because my higher intelligence forms me everything through the harmonic systems and what I need to do. So that's why I do these reviews and upgrades and uplinks and downloads, so you guys get that knowledge. And you're getting so powerful now. I feel your energies. I know your energies. I understand what you're going through, right? Everybody goes through that behavioral patterns. So everything I tell you, don't let it boggle your mind, okay? Because it's not your problem. It's mine, okay? So I just want to make that very well clear that, everybody's coming to their own energy source through their own power centers. And once you get that full collaboration through relationship and partnership with all communication lines of its harmonic systems, then you guys are self-evolving to the galactic system of its systems. Because everybody resides on the G1 systems, right? Which is the 4 systems. But it has its connection waves right now through its force fields. So hey, Reflection, how's it going? Welcome back, everybody. It's good to see everybody. You put a smile on my face every time I see you guys. You don't think I have bad days? Try being me. Try dealing with intelligence. Your mind would be so boggled, you wouldn't know what to do. Everything I'm telling you, you're going, whoa, what is he talking about? He's talking about other things and planets and solar system through the harmonic system. So much intelligence through ground formations, alien intuition. You guys, I haven't even told you the truth about everything that's going on with its crops. Okay, why are crop centers in the grass? All these things. That's what I'm talking about, is understanding this vibration through intelligence. Once you get that partnership, and that's what we're working towards. We're trying to master those chakra formations, the 7 divining dimensional realms of its chakras. So, yes, everything is getting complex, but like I said, my human brain is no longer a human brain. It's the matrix. It's set divisional levels through its circuitry, and it's high rising on so many different systems. It's unbelievable. Like sometimes I can't even handle it, because all this information, because I understand the information, I've mastered the information, and that's why I'm giving it back to you, right? So people are going to understand and people aren't going to understand. People are going to know. It depends on the high rise through your connection waves. If you understand what I'm talking about, then you understand its vibration. Then you understand its energy through its information. Because the body and the ego system knows everything through the mind and the brain frequencies. Okay? Because the higher self is the most powerful entity force through its life formations. It's the highest equivalency of communication lines of radio signals, connection wires, and waving patterns to everything around its planets, solar systems, and intelligence. Okay? Okay, questions. Here we go. Thank you for being here. I really feel a powerful connection to the energy in this community. Felt insane. But see, that's a great thing too, is Jennifer. You don't have to feel crazy because everybody else feels crazy. But crazy can be happy. So turn that crazy into happy, But it's great. Yeah, we have a community of love and more understanding through its connection energy waving universal sacred heart. Everybody's heart is going to expand through another upgrade, through another download, through another uplink. Okay? So, okay, reflection. I was trying to figure out what a Lucidine space is. What is a lucid? I love how you guys come up with these questions. It's either by information from someone else or something that you dreamt. If it's something that you dreamt, it's meaning through communication of vibration. But illicit deemed space. Illicit deemed space is a lucid dream. Everybody knows what a lucid dream is, right? It's the brother sister of its dream awakening. Okay, lucid, illicit, deemed space. Space. It's a visualization of a pixelization of a space, which means that it's in a totally different element, totally different side of its geometric system. That's what that means. Yeah, anything from a video, like I said, you have to be cautious in what you're reading. You have to be cautious in what you're hearing. Okay? And you have to be cautious on what you're seeing. Because your connection energy waving patterns right now are full rising through its energy fields and your energy cycles. Now, those waving patterns through the signals, you guys are going to get connected more. And don't forget, too, you being light formations, you can feel that energy around anything around your system. Remember, I was talking about light and dark, how everything has a light formation and a dark formation. So just be cautious on that. But everything is good information as long as you can learn from it. But see, the thing is, too, reflection. Is it giving you truth? You found a video, but is it giving you truth? There's a lot of videos out there, okay, guys, on YouTube that don't give you truth. It's question among questions. You want anything knowing from the galactic system, you come to me. I have the answers to everything in the galactic system, okay? I'm more powerful every time I wake up in the morning. I'm still trying to get used to having, I'm losing the human sense and more connecting through the matrix sense, okay? Because yes, I live in the human vessel, but my brain and my frequencies are in the matrix and its electric energy circuitry systems. Because I'm a compass of a computer analytical mind system, okay? So, because I find too, people want to know what's going on. That's why I'm doing these videos. People need to know, right? You have to know what's going on. And now's the time. The reason why it's happening now is it's going way beyond its system. And like I said, there's other solar systems, planet systems through dimensional realms of other parallels. They're on the other side of its matrix and its grids. Okay? So they're low dividing right now through its vibration, through intelligence. It's like having planets that are losing less oxygen and they can't breathe. Okay? So I'm here to bring back its vibration through its planet solar system because the galactic dimensional Earth is the gravitational pull. And there's a lot of things going on, with dark matter and dark energy and all that. Everybody wants to know what that's all about. I've told you that too in my last videos. But why does everybody want to know about dark energy? Why does everybody want to know dark realms and dark circles and dimensional realms of its darks? Dark, dark, dark. It's why we want light, light, light. Right? Light is the most important thing. That high rises everything through its energy cycles. That brightens up its atmospheres. Through shapes. Through the harmonic systems. Okay? So I find with that, everybody wants to know something. Even if you have PhD, in physics, if you're a PhD in astrology or a PhD in neurology, all these things, there's a reason why you have these things, okay? Now, it's fantastic to know you have your PhD and you can use it to an advantage. But everybody's going to question that because there's only a limit to what you can know. That's why the Matrix has the answers to everything. You have to surrender the mind and the brain frequencies through the body and ego systems. So it's taking your whole body into space continuum and surrender to everything. That's what everybody needs to do. Then you'll get the true knowledge and understanding of what the Matrix is and what it does and what it provides. Okay? So, but that's a very good, interesting question there, reflection. Just everybody, just be cautious in what you watch. That's all. Okay? Everything has a negative. I was watching Chiron videos. Its statue bases everything through its elements of its continuous force. Like what's going to happen in the year 2020. Okay? I'm the only one that knows that answer because I live in the galactic system. Now, there's a lot of people that are skepticisms. There's a lot of people that are manipulators. You got to figure that out for yourself. Find out with your energies. You have to know your energies. Jennifer's getting a quick notice on that. Reflection is understanding. Everything is communication. I'm communicating through you through volume patterns. You should understand what a volume pattern is. What is a waving signal? What is a communication line? What are line divisions? What are geometry sets of a circuitry? Now, do you have to know that? No, because you're not at that level. And that's what I'm talking about. See, with the PhD, the thing is, also too, I like to talk about CERN. Everybody knows what CERN is, right? It's a kinetic energy waving. It's a tube trying to analyze everything through its system and trying to understand its geometric system through its line formations of radio signals. Because so many people through space, through NASA, through astronauts are trying to find entity force. They're trying to find communications to ET. Okay? And they never will because they don't understand the listening skills of the harmonic systems. It's too high rise. It's too far out. It's too high intelligent. And that's why it's a mystery. And that's why it will always be a mystery until now. And that's why I'm here to be put on this earth to help and provide and give you guys everything through the platitude of its fifth dimension to balance of its frequencies through its harmonic systems. So you can find that balance and enjoy life. Bring yourself forward. Bring that focus. Bring that awareness. Bring that strength. Bring that power. Bring that kinetic energy waving. Multi-universal sacred heart. And it's not a questioning, but the thing is, the answer's always been there for everybody. The communication and answers and prayers is to the communication energy waving matrix heart. And everybody forgot who they were. I'm just here to upjolt everybody, bring them to where they need to go so they can feel happy and not concerned about anything but themselves. You focus on yourself first. Okay? Don't benefit yourself. Focus on yourself. Master yourself. Then everything around you will follow. So. Seth speaks about Jane Roberts. One I'm interested in taking read though. When you guys connect another energy waves and communication devices, you have to be careful. I like it. And I'm telling you this again and again and again. You guys are light formations. Your communication waves are high strong now. So when you guys resonate through other channels, you're going through humans. You're not human. Your solar connected energy wave now. Okay. Yes, you're in a human vessel, but I'm trying to get out your life formations so you can get into the galactic system. Okay. That's why everybody's got a catching device through its energy device, through its solar device, through its energy waving patterns, and its energy divisional lines, septic centers. We haven't even got into the septic centers, so let's just not concentrate on that either. But I bring these things up because this is what we can look forward to as we get into our energy fields. Okay. Remember, I did a video where I was talking about the matrix, and that's what I mean by listening. Don't forget that he has the eyes on you, just have you have eyes on him. Okay. Now I say him in a sense because it's all based on creativity. It's all based on its humanity. Okay. So it's an energy source through its connection source, through its magnesium polarized. It's a magnified field of an energy circle. Okay. That's what the matrix is. Nobody knows that either. Right. So, when you understand your upwinds through your atmospheres, you understand everything through its cycles and its patterns, through its radio signals. Yeah, that's why I prefer to do live. Because live is a connection energy wave to its community, to its humanity, to its population of the multidimensional Earth, the galactic. I prefer saying galactic, but because I watch too. I watch movies, I watch your YouTube videos, and they say about the moon and about the sun. It's because they're thinking on a human point of view. They're thinking through a human DNA. They're not thinking of a galactic DNA. Has everybody thought there is a galactic DNA? Are you always thinking that there is only human? Do you think you guys are the only ones on Earth? And that's what the questions is. Okay. So first off, once you understand the awakening, you'll understand everything through its atmosphere. Then you'll understand everything through its humanity. Because right now, you guys are going through a lot through its community. You're losing friends because of its vibration. Your vibration is higher than them. Like I said, I've lost friends, but I've gained a lot of knowledge and intelligence. And believe me, you're going to meet a better community through the energy waving patterns, through your energy fields, through its atmospheres, of its love and its continuous, of its connection waving energy, electronic communication waves, sacred multi-dimensional heart. So every time I say that word, try to use that as a positive feed, because the unconditional love, the energy just rises. Because the multiverse is communicating with you. Anything through love is power. Is power. So. But your question, Jennifer, have you heard about the book Seth speaks about Jane Roberts? No. I try to stay away from that social media. You'd be amazed how much power you can consume in your body just by thinking of love. And then becomes love, and then knowing love, and then doing love, and then everything around with the love is the belief system. Think of love as a mastering system. Change your thoughts through your energy waving patterns. Julie, how you doing? Whatever you missed, you can watch back. I was just talking about how you can take your power, how everybody gets it within. So, like I said, whatever you missed, you can watch back. But it's all about, we're going through the changing right now through our body and ego systems, how it's disrupting you and how you can find your balance through its love and its power. how you can gain that power, how you can get that power, and how you can keep that power through its balance. So, but that's great that you guys are community and you guys are starting to realize, and you're self-evolving through the love circle. Let's call it the love circle, because that's what it is, right? And once we have that love circle, we can use that vibration, okay? And then we can activate that, and then we can move that. And then after its creation, we self-evolve that through its matrix and its virtual reality. Very cool. The love circle, yeah. So it's like this, okay? This, I'm going to show you. This is what you can do through creation in seconds once you understand the subconscious. So you got the heart, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an energy field around it, okay? And I'm going to put another energy field around it. And I'm going to put another energy field. And I'm going to put another energy field. Then I'm going to put a crystal, a 4, line divided through its point centers, okay? Open up that realm. Use the mining graph through its computer analytical system. Join all those point systems. Activate its new energy source through its harmonic systems. Allocate it in another dimension system. Let it sit there, okay? Now, once you have the communication ways, you can use your body and ecosystems and communicate with whenever you want. So, we just created a love circle that self-evolves through its matrix circles of divisional lines of its matrix grids. Very cool. What does everybody think of that? That's exciting. See, the thing is, you have to understand how to move ahead. And what I mean by that is not 2 or 3 steps ahead. I'm talking going way ahead, far when it comes to the mind and the brain frequencies. And that's why there's no hesitation. That's why there's no doubt. There's always focus and forward, okay? Because that's all the higher self resides on. It doesn't go up in space and look at a geometry set and not sure what to do through its vibration. Should I keep the shape in this dimension? Or should I put it in another allocation? You have to be careful with that, because what happens, it could be conflict with one shape to another, one starship to another, one intelligence to another, and combust. You don't want to do that. That's lack of communication, right? That's like somebody taking over your land and you getting upset. Wait a minute, I live here, you know? And all of a sudden, somebody's trying to take over something that's yours. That's what it is. So the problems we have through the human DNA, there's also problems in the galactic DNA, you know? So that's why it's very real. Because its realism through its civilization is extremely real. So yeah. Veska, how you doing? Then can we meditate on the shape and connect to the energy? Okay, how about we do this? We have a shape, right? All right, let's get into the geometry sets right now. So let's get into the location grids, string theory, and let's volume everything through its waving patterns. Okay, so we're going to do another experiment, okay? Is everybody ready? So you got that shape, triangle, square, rectangle, or anything you can think of. Now we can go way beyond that if you want, but I tried to stay simple with its circles. Circle, square, triangle, rectangle. Let's just start with those 4, because anything beyond that, you won't understand its line divisions. You won't understand its activation through its vibrations of its harmonic systems. Because like what I'm saying right now, your connection energy waves through your mind and brain frequencies. Remember, you guys are in space. You're not on Earth. You're not on the dimensional Earth right now. You're in space. You're allocated through another location of a parallel. So every time you come on my channel, you're in a different realm of its dimensional realm through its vibration and its oxygen levels. That's why everybody, when you guys get off my channel, your oxygen levels, you feel like, it's like, whoa, what was that? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's how powerful space is. So I put you at that oxygen level because I know exactly what the body and ecosystem is through its dimensional realms of its vibration through harmonic systems. Once you understand through the communication of all vibrations, then you get everything around the true knowledge of its solar systems, because you guys reside on every solar system. I know every solar system you guys reside on. I know every vibration through its harmonic system. And that's what I mean by intelligence and communication of its radio signals. Okay, so we ready? Okay, so basically what I want you to do is I want you to use your eye perception. I want you to look at that shape. I want you to focus on that shape, okay? Now, you guys are in space. All you got to do, you should be able to get past this through the reference of knowing that you have the mind telepathy and the telekinesis. You know how to move through its activation and its codes. So we're going to change the geometry lines shifts. And what we're going to do is we're going to sidewind it. Sidewind is going the opposite way, okay? Forward is going this way, but it's sidewind. So it's kind of like going like that, right? So when you create your shape, try to think in a different way. Try to think of it as another shape, okay? So I want to get past that basic of its shapes. You guys need to go forward, right? We have the understanding of its shapes, but I want to line divide those shapes and change it into another geometry shape. So we can use the coloration through the matrix and its communication lines of its radio signals, okay? Use those point systems, right? 4, right? This is where we're going to create that dimensional realm through a porthole to a travel, to a wormhole, okay? So today you guys are going to create your own wormhole through its travel. And then we're going to go through that wormhole. How's that sound? Okay. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Jennifer, but everybody has to get through what's going on through the process. Okay, we're going to get through that mechanisms. And the only way you can get through that is to understand your body and ecosystems through your energy fields. Okay? So you have that shape in your mind. Okay? Now I want you to think of a matrix grid. That matrix grid has its own coloration. Okay? So I want you to change that geometry shape to its line dividing. Line dividing is like this, okay? But then it changes, okay? So it's like this, then it comes like that. That's line dividing, okay? Now, sidewinding is going the opposite way. So it's basically splitting it apart, okay? Low dividing is this way, okay? You see what's happening here? That's what I mean. And then use calculation modifications through its shapes and its activation. Then it becomes a movement. So everything through its matrix is coloration, okay? Through the particles and energies. And that's what makes it gives its power. So what we need to do is try to do that, okay? That's a shape right there, but that's what it's doing. Everything is communication through its galaxy system, okay? So, try to do that. Try to get the colorations. Use the perceptions. Focus on that. Remember, I was taking the element or object and everything, taking it out, coming out, right? Communicate with it. Wait till it glows. Okay. Use the perception through the matrix and its communication ways. Center set the coloration that you want. It could be yellow, green, blue, pink, whatever. Okay. Now that's a formulation. Okay, so it has full colorations on all 4 sections, or all 6, or all 8, whatever you create through its shape. Okay, it doesn't matter, but it's all going to be colorized through its centers, all its circulation through its rotation. Okay? So you have to understand movement, and that's why I use my hands. That's why I know how to master my hands, because everything like that, okay, this right now is a circular rotation, okay? But when you start seeing the rotation, you start seeing the vibration, you start seeing its activation, you start using its movement, then you can create it, line divided, low divided, side line divided, activate it, put it in a new vibration, and then allocate it in a different dimension. Gets complicated, but let's start off with that. So start off with your perception, start off with your coloration. So let's see what happens from there. And then we'll get into the activation of its movement. And then we're going to use its power source through its galaxy source, because that's where the power comes from the planet, of its solar system. Okay, so this is where you guys get connection with your planet systems, with its harmonic systems. Okay, so let's try that. That's where it's all about getting your power. So it's power through shapes. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so I'll start off. So I'm going to start off with just a square. Okay. Now you don't have to do the finger pointing, but I just want you to imagine that shape. You have that shape in your mind. Okay, it's the 4-point centers. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line section. I'm going to bring it down. Okay. And then I'm going to move it up and across. So not only have 4, but I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got to understand your line divisions through its point centers. So I'm going to activate that shape I just designed. Use its coloration through its planet solar system, through its vibration of its harmonic system. So it has that vibration. I'm going to activate that shape. Through the activation becomes movement. Okay, so let's try that. This is where you guys have to use your mind. Today we're using your mind through its telepathy, because I want you guys to be able to move things with your mind. Not just feel it. I want you to see it. I want you to see it in space. That's what I want today. Okay, so try that. How's everybody doing so far? Are they getting their connection waves through the brain frequencies? Okay, Eric's moving stuff through space. I said I see a yellow triangle and I was trying to move it. Okay, you see a yellow triangle, but did you activate its shape? Did you change the triangle into another, like this is the triangle, but did you do the backwind of another triangle? That's what I'm talking about. That's creation. This is a triangle, 3-point centers, and then you have a back triangle, 3-point centers. So now you got 6. So you got to understand is all its point systems. But let's not worry about that. All I want you to do is activate it through its coloration. So you saw a yellow triangle and you moved and it rotated. Okay, that's good. But we're trying to get past shapes reflection. We want to create another shape around it. You want to patternize. Patternize is overlapping. It's overlapping the shape. So you have a triangle like this, but you have a backwind of another triangle going down. Okay. I saw a red circle and changed to a square. Good for you, Julia. So your connection waves through its line divisions. So use the mind telepathy through telekinesis. Very good. And you created your own activation through its coloration of its matrix and its grids. So you created a red circle and changed it into a square. That's what I'm talking about, communication. So you just line divided sequence through patterns through its point centers. Good for you, Julia. Yay. Good work. So now you saw the red circle and you changed to a square. Now I want you to activate it and move it, Julia. What does that red circle want to do? As a circle, try to create that circle with the square inside. So you got the circle, and put the square around it. Now, you can have the 4-point centers, and you can have the circle as a webbing graph through computer graph, which becomes an analytical graph through the mind and the brain frequencies. And then you can use that as a dimensional round, but you got to put a force field around it through its energy fields. But let's just concentrate on one thing at a time. So try to you've got the red circle, it's changed to a square, okay? So have the circle, but put the red square in the circle and web graph. Cross-reference its lines through its audio signals, and that's where it becomes a communication device through a location device through string theory. I saw a blue circle which was multiplied into 3 smaller blue circles. Excellent. In a triangle format. Then the triangle turned into a solid orange. Great. So you went through 2 collaborations of its matrix and its grids. So you line divided, and it's changed its frequency through its harmonic system. So not only you had a blue circle, but you created little circles, okay, in a triangular format. That's excellent. That's what I'm talking about, communication. Great stuff. So your eye perception was changing from one matrix grid to another. Excellent work. Very good. And then at the end, it turned into a solid orange. Guys, example right there. Jennifer, look what she just did. She not only created a blue circle, but a small circle. She multiplied that, changed it to a triangle format, and then the triangle turned into a solid orange. So that's 4 communication waves through its radio signals. And I think the reason why that happened is because Jennifer's already communicated through a radio signal. She's already connected through spaceship. But do you see how powerful you can use your mind and your brain, Jennifer? What you just did was amazing. Anybody else reflect on that? Have they formatted their shapes? Changed the shapes, geometry sets? I envisioned a yellow triangle and commanded to duplicate it and rotate it on the same point, 180. It formed a similar shape to a star of David. Oh, nice. It then glowed a bright gold. Okay, so you're communicating right now with the angelic realms. So you formatted the star system through its activation of its harmonic system, and you got connection through its star. Very nice. Way to go, reflection. Great stuff. Anybody else? Eric, did you formalize anything through its activation? Keep concentrating on that reflection. Try to make different shapes. Yeah, because every time you make a different shape, you can change those shapes and put those in different dimensions through its point systems. Okay, so now we have our shapes. Okay, you guys are very well informed through its communication lines. You're going through different dimensions of its levels through its matrix and its grids. Okay, so let's use our shapes. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to understand what point systems are. Those are line dividing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Those point systems open up, okay? They're circles, okay? Now, once they're opened up, we line divide them, okay? So it's like an X, okay? And then we activate it through another circle, okay? Because what's happening right now, it's a connection wave through its vibration of its harmonic system. So now we're connecting through the balance of its relationship and partnership. So that's how we can open it up. Okay? It's like opening a door, right? So now we're creating that and we're opening that up to a certain point. So we understand its point systems. We're opening up that realm, and then it becomes a plasma force. And it becomes a travel mechanism through its location grid of its cross-referencing. And then after that, the higher self goes into dimensional realm of its wormhole. Powerful, eh? That's exactly what it is, reflection. Very good. You're subdividing the shape to create a new dimension. That's exactly what it is. Good work. You're paying attention. Class is paying attention. Great stuff. Okay, Eric is misinterpreting. Okay, because the line dividing is changing everything through its circles, Eric, you have to understand what shape is. You have to understand how to change your geometry shape, low divide it through its format. Okay, all I want you to do is try to create its element coloration. Okay, change its element of coloration. Okay, and try to activate it, and then try to move it. Just concentrate on that one right now. For everybody else, whatever you missed, what we got to do now is understand your point centers, put circles. Those circles are communication waving patterns. Okay, that's a radio signal. Okay, everything is a radio signal. So then you cross, okay, and then you put another circle in there. So basically what it is here, it's like that, but it connects. The circle connects like that. Okay, so it's kind of like, here's the circle. It's a closer view. Okay, so as you have the circle, it's connecting with its activation. Okay, so it's a circle like that. It's activating. Okay, so now we have that vibration. Now that vibration becomes a webbing graph. Cross-reference, cross-reference. Okay, that's going through its communication, all right, of its computer analytical system through the mind and the brain frequencies. This is where we use the mind through telepathy and how we can open that dimension, and it becomes a plasma force. And that plasma force becomes a dimensional realm of a wormhole through a travel mechanism. And then we can travel right through. So Julia's got a brief view of the red plasmic all around for me to walk into. Okay, that's great. So have you guys, so far, have you caught up with everything? How are you going there, Eric? How are you doing? I'm lost, but I think it's high energy. It's making me feel stupid today. Let's just call it stupid crazy, okay? Because everybody here is crazy love through the communication lines here. So there's no mistakes. They're just understanding through its listening skills. So basically, what I'll do is, Eric, I'm going to bring you down. You're still going to be in space, but you're high rise right now to a higher level. So I'm just going to bring down your oxygen levels. Okay, so you're still in space. So you should be able to concentrate a little bit more. Your brain frequencies, your mind frequencies are tingling right now. So you should be a little bit more balanced and more coherent. Okay, so how do you feel? You feel a little bit better now? The energy should be balanced through your body and ego system right now. Change your vibrational level. so you can understand what's going on. But for everybody else, try to create that circle through the point systems, okay? Don't forget to do the cross. But it's very important that you don't go across like this and then this circle. Everything has to be connection wire. So basically it's like this, okay? And it goes around and it line divides down through format, okay? Because those are activation wires, four through at point centers. And that's how we use the webbing graph, the cross-referencing. Because everything through its audio signals is its connection wires through the higher self. Because the higher self is connection on so many higher levels through the harmonic system. Because every line format that you create is the harmonic system. And the center point is the activation system. Okay? So how are we doing, Eric? You okay? Let me know when everybody has the graphing system, web graphing, so we can open the dimensional realm. And then next we're going to fly through what you've created. Okay, so you can breathe now. So I brought down your oxygen level. So Eric, just try to concentrate on the shape, and we'll speed up the process by using your point systems and creating that circle. Cross-reference, crossover, like tic-tac-toe. And basically try to open that dimension. Once you open that dimension, then we can travel through its mechanism. So how's everybody doing so far? Have you created the web graphing, cross-referencing? This is where everybody has to communicate through the higher self. The higher self has to communicate with its harmonic system through its dimensional realm. That shape that you just created is now becoming a portal. Okay, I create a circle, got into it, it turns into a cube, and it's gray and then reddish. Good for you. That's excellent. Good for you. Now, Eric, I want you to use those point systems that you created through that circle. Okay? And I want you to line divide it. Okay, it's like an upside down triangle. Okay, but there's a center, circle of a center, point center. Okay? Everything has to be line divided through its point centers or it won't work. And then it becomes an activation through its codes. Once you break that activation code, then it comes into a matrix grid, and that activation becomes through its dimensional realm, created through its wormhole. So, how's everybody doing right now? Have they created their activation shape yet? It's diagonal lines, yeah, exactly. Jennifer's confused. Okay, confusion is good. That's good. All right. It makes the spot. I'm a little confused. Julie's confused. Okay, let's start out. I guess I'll try to be basic. It's extremely hard for me to be basic, especially on don't worry about those traditional banks. That's coming from Mexico City and its connections to everything through its atmosphere. So these things go on because you're in Mexico City. So don't worry about that. It's part of its tradition. Okay, so here we go. Um, I guess it'd be easier to have web graphing paper, eh? Okay, here's a square. Okay, everybody got that so far? All right, you got your square. Okay, so now I'm just going to start with square because you can create that on its own, but I just want to show you what you can go with its shapes and how you can go through a higher force, through its speed force, through an acceleration harmonic system. So you can go a lot faster. So the more shapes that you create, the faster you go. Everybody got that? Yeah, I know I should draw it, but here's a square. Okay, now within that square is the point centers. Okay, and in the center of the square is a circle. So we have a line that goes here, a line that goes there, a line that goes there, and a line that goes there. Okay? Now everything through its circle is an activation. So the web graph through the circle, cross-referencing. Okay, now after you cross-referencing, okay, you activate the code frequencies through the matrix grids. Okay, so what happens once it's activated and it's communicating with the higher self through the audio signal, it will create a smaller circle. Okay, and it's up to the higher self to make it bigger, to activate it, so we can go through. Understand? Is it a bit much easier? Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Okay, so basically try to do that. Try to visualize that through the mind telepathy. I know I should have drawing paper. I'll do it next time. But I just want you to get a basic idea of what you can do through the mind and the brain frequencies, how you open up the centers, the point centers, and how you can activate it through the listening skills of the higher self and its audio signals. So basically the center is open, okay, through the circle. Now the higher self is communicating with its cross-referencing because now it's balance. It's communicating with its dimensional realm that's going to become a travel mechanism through a portal. So now it has relationship and partnership. Do you understand? Okay, so basically we're going to go through dimension. You guys ready? What I created, I'm going to activate it. I'm going to activate it, and you guys are going to go through it. Okay? Let's just start off there. But next time I'll get web graphing paper and, make it easier for you guys because it's so complicated. But here we go. Okay, so I have the circle. The circle's right there. Okay, I'm going to put you guys in a dimension. You ready? Okay. What did everybody feel? I think I'll just do it on my own and then put you through a dimension. It's too complicated to create. Oh, wow. Eric thought he was going back in time through a memory portal. I feel nuts. I saw rainbows and unicorns. Everybody's going through a different dimension, okay? You don't see the same thing. A dimension is a parallel through a paradox, okay? So it splits, divides its division levels through its matrix and its grids. So I put everybody through a dimension through their perception on what they want to see, okay? Whatever you have stored in the back of your mind, I know exactly what you want. And that's how powerful I am, because I understand your brain. I understand your mind. I understand its frequencies, okay? So Jennifer's, she saw rainbows and unicorns. And Eric went through a memory portal. That's because I backshifted my hand. So basically I took Eric. Here's Eric, right? Here's Eric. This is what I did. He goes that way. That's the past. That's how powerful you can use your hands. And I use my hands because it's connection energy waves through its radio signals. That's why I use my hands. But I also can use my mind, guys. Mine is more powerful. But I'm showing what you can do with your hands. We'll worry about that. We're not going to worry about the hands right now because it's too complicated for you guys. But you guys got to have the basic understanding how to master shapes through activation and movement. So you got that so far, which is good. But what else did everybody see? What did, Julia, what did you see? Last night I was also doodling. I thought on diagram triangle shapes in it. And a circle in the center. Very neat. Synchronicities between yesterday. Great. That's excellent. So your communication. She had stored information through the subconscious. You brought that forward through the conscious. Once you guys get understanding through the subconscious, you can bring it forward to the conscious on a 24 segment day of 7 days a week, which becomes 100%. Because I live 100% through the galactic system of 100% through the conscious of its matrix and its energy cycles through its circuitry systems. So that's great, Jennifer. Good for you. Keep up the good work. What did Julia see? I didn't see anything but felt numbering sensation when I got revelations. I got zapped. Numbing sensations when I got revelations. I got zapped. You know what just happened to Julia? Julia, do you know what happened? You didn't see anything. There's a reason for that. The reason why you just got a numbing sensation. Numbing sensation is basically you vortexed through a dimension. And remember what I said, everybody in body and ecosystem is on a different waving pattern through its communication and its radio signals. So it depends on the brain and the mind frequencies and where it wants to take you. Okay? I just travel you there, right? It's up to you to figure out where you want to go. And it's going to put you to an oxygen level that you're comfortable with. Because, you know, Eric was having problems with his oxygen because it was high altitude. So I had to bring him back down to a lower surface of its base and its continuum so he could breathe better. So, Julia, what happened to you is you're connecting with star systems. You got zapped. Yeah. Yeah. You got zapped because you were going through a star system. And remember I said you guys don't communicate? You're in conflict with interaction. You can't go past the system without communicating first. You have to talk first, find its vibration, find its communication lines through its radio signals. You have to understand its harmonic system through the star system. Then, yeah, that's what it is. It's a communication problem. That's a good example. I wanted to show you what can happen when you don't communicate through its vibration. But Julia, it's not your fault. It's just you didn't know what was going on. I'm just saying that's how powerful space is, the matrix. You just went past a star system. And once you go past that, it's going past its gravitation. You know, it's low dividing. And once you go through that, you know, it has radar. So it saw something go through. So it turned around and it saw you, zapped you. Okay? And it's warning you. That's all it is. That's conflict. That's what I'm talking about. And then it, you know, in retrospect, if you don't communicate with it, then it becomes a battle. So that's why it's very important to understand friendship, relationship, partnership. So powerful stuff there, Julie. Powerful stuff. Yeah, you felt floating into space in no time. Energy cascaded down, head to shoulders, and felt calm. I was in a space with stars. See, star system all around me, like one with the universe. See, that's what I'm talking about, Julie. I know everything through your body and ecosystems. I see what everybody's doing. That's how powerful I am. I know what's going on. I'm not going to put you in any danger or anything like that. I know exactly what I'm doing. You are through a plasmasium force. I'm just giving you things that you need to know when you're in the galactic system. And that's how powerful it can be once you understand its communication through its harmonic systems. So, but that's great. You guys are experiencing things. This is fun, eh? Isn't this fun? Everybody having fun? I'm having fun. Everybody's reacting. They don't know what's going on. Everything has a physical barrier. Everything has a space barrier. Everything has an atmosphere barrier. Everything has a matrix barrier. Okay? So if you go past those barriers without communicating, you'll get zapped. Or they'll do anything through its energies. And they'll say, okay, hey, we're not communicating here. You know, who are you? You know, that's what I'm talking about. That's what happens when you don't communicate. So, powerful stuff. Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Whatever you missed a lot. Okay, you missed a lot. We just went through a dimensional round. We created through its shape and its activation, changed its shape through its geometry sets, point systems, all its dimensional rounds, through the listening skills of the higher self, through the audio perception, through the graphing and its webbing systems. And from there, we changed that allocation to an activation to a dimensional round of its portal. And they put everybody into space continuum. That's another thing, Jennifer. When you're in space and you have self-doubt, you guys have to realize too, everything in space is perfect. Okay? When you have self-doubt, things happen to you. I'm just showing you how powerful it is when you're in the galactic system and you don't have knowledge and you don't have mastering thoughts. Things happen to you. So it's very real, isn't it? It's extremely real. Julia got zapped. Sorry, I got to laugh. It's funny. So, but you see how much work you guys have to do? You understand now? I think everybody's starting to, you have to experience something to know something. And then you say, whoa, he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of intensity because you're high rising on a dimensional realm. So, yeah. Who's being mean? Are you talking reference of what we're talking about through the space system, or are you talking about through your system, which is dimensional Earth. Are you talking about humans' point of view? People aren't aligned and not self-aware. Is this stuff you're experiencing that you were going through? Or are you talking about space continuum? What is your reference to that? Yeah. Well, that's like I said, Eric, you're in space right now, but I put you on a lower frequency. Oh, yeah. You'll get that. Don't worry. That will pass. I wouldn't worry about that. That's all gonna. They don't understand their body and ecosystems, and they don't understand their vibrations. They don't understand their energy cycles. They don't understand their communication waving signals. They don't understand their energy fields. Okay. So, and they don't understand their communication energy waving dimensional sacred heart. A lot of people are lost, but I'm here to bring back its balance to all its humanity. So, yeah, but you're learning the truth now. You're seeing things different. You're feeling things different. You're knowing things are different. You're getting the real of what's going on with its humanity, with its community. You know, that's good. Okay, those medications that you just went are subsidizing right now because it was on a negative source. I felt that. I feel the energy. Vesca, what you need to do is refocus, meditate your minds, and use your chakra formation, whatever you want to use through its power center. Use your archangel, protection grids, and that will take away everything through its negative source. Okay? So whatever's attacking you, you can use your meditation. And you should do that right away. Okay? Here's an example. When you go to sleep, use your archangel that you feel strong with, protect your grids, and also protect your dreams. Okay? So Vesca, when you do that, try that. That's going to help you out. Because what I do, I always protect my grids because I have so many chakra formations. I have to. But the light knows exactly who I am. The dark knows who I am. So for me to protect my grids through the archangels, I also have to protect my sleeping. Okay? That's what I mean by having dark entities coming into you without protecting your light, because those archangels fight it off. Okay? Once you're spiritual in a human body, that's what happens. You guys aren't human in a spiritual. You're spiritual in a human. That's the difference. And that's what I mean when you're space continuum, you have to understand communication. You know? That's why Julia got zapped. She's floating in space, and then she goes past the star system without even communicating. And she gets zapped. Boom. Why? Because she wasn't communicating on their vibration level. That's why. That's how real it is. It's a conflict of interest. Okay? So, just like planes have radar, space has radar. Humans don't know that. I mean, you guys must know now that I live in the galactic system, right? You must know now that I am immortal. You must know now my brain and mind frequencies live in the matrix and the hydraulics of its synchronizing of all its humanity through its body and ecosystems, its connection waves through its frequency levels of its computer graphing AI operating galactic G1 force system, star system systems. Okay, you guys must know that by now. Anything I say, what do you mean? Amanda, hold on. What do you mean to protect your dreams? Use your archangels. Use Michael, Archangel Michael. He's the strongest archangel you can use through its proactive visions and its systems. Protect you through your grids, protect you through your body and ego systems, and protect you through your dreams. Okay, very important. So what I want everybody to do is to, after you resonate off my channel, try to understand your shapes, your activation, your movements. Try to make another shape through its format, patternize it, okay? Try to get those point systems intact and try to create that circle so it can activate its dimension through its plasma, and then it becomes a dimension through its portal to a wormhole, okay? So I want everybody to try that after they talk to me. Try to change your shapes, try to change your coloration, really know how to communicate with your vibration. If you can communicate with your vibration and your shape, you're on your way to success. If you can communicate with your harmonic systems through your planet systems, you're on your way to success. If you can communicate with others through radio signals, you're on your way to success. If you can communicate with your energy fields around its atmospheres and its community, then you're on your way to success. So, oh, you're welcome. And don't forget, nobody's crazy. Everybody's, Eric thinks he's stupid because he's high right now, because he's in space. He doesn't understand. You guys don't understand the significance and its oxygen of space, okay? Here on Earth, it has its own oxygen, but space has its oxygen too, but it's high altitude, okay? It's like climbing Mount Everest. The higher you go, less air, because you're going higher. And that's what space is, right? But you guys are in a plasmasium force system through its energy fields, okay? Those force systems are protecting you through space continuum. And they keep you at a certain oxygen level. I don't put you on a higher level. Eric couldn't handle it because he wasn't, it's not that he wasn't paying attention. He just couldn't handle the high altitude of its vibrational signal. Just imagine, Eric, what I live on a day-to-day basis. I'm in space every single day through the galactic system. And you're having trouble breathing. You know what I mean? Just imagine how I feel. But I've mastered atmosphere. I've mastered oxygen. I've mastered shapes, vibration, energy, intelligence, planets, solar systems. So, but this is a good lesson. I think you guys are starting to get the idea what's happening. Yeah, Amanda, you've been up and down in space a lot. Even if you guys resonate off my channel, you're still high-winding through its space, but you usually come back down. But as soon as you get on my channel, you're in space right away. So does anybody, okay, let's do an experiment. Anybody want to fly through a ring barrier? A ring barrier is basically, you have a ring, right? And it's part of nebula, okay? Nebula and Neptune. It's a ring barrier. And basically you hold on to it, okay? You hold on to it, right? It's a ring barrier, you hold on to it, and it takes you for a ride. It's like going to Wonderland. Chris Hadfield in space too? No. There's very, very few people that are in the galactic system energy core. Yes, there are people in the galactic system, but not the energy core. Okay? I'm the only one. It's too much work for everybody because a lot of people fall apart with their meditations. I'm the only one in the world that has 300 chakra formations. Okay, guys? Okay, so let's start with the ring barrier. Okay, it's a golden center. Okay, so basically, I want you to grab onto it. This is where it comes through. You got to visualize this. Okay, and whatever I say is going to happen. So, you guys ready? Are you ready for a ride or what? You ready to go? Okay, so this incredible ring barrier is going to hold force, and you're going to feel pulled from the back. You're going to feel pulled from the back. So it's an energy waving connection energy force that's going to pull you. Okay, so you're going to see things. So let me know what you see in the background. Okay, here we go. Okay. What did everybody feel? I don't want to put you out too long. You get dizzy too fast. Everybody okay? Okay, Eric saw a red sunset, an orange and yellow membrane surrounding on the right side. Whoa. Felt electric jolt through my legs. Okay. I saw a gray mist and a white star. Oh, wow. Mountains. Julia saw mountains. See, your perception sees everything different through its body and ecosystems. So cool. Look at that, eh? Look what you guys saw just by traveling. Pretty wild, eh? That's interesting, Amanda. An orange and yellow membrane surrounding on the right side. Wow. Amanda, that's great. You saw the membranes of the galactic solar sun planet passing through. That's what you saw, Amanda. How do you feel seeing the galactic solar sun planet? I felt an electric jolt through my legs. Okay, that's reflection. That's electronic interference. Okay, and that jolt was a star system from its golden ring pulling you. It was pulling you. You know, felt the nebula, I think. Yeah, well, whatever we say happens, but it's part of Neptune and nebula. But you went through the galactic solar sun. You went around, and you saw the membrane of its, because the galactic solar sun planet is not one color. It's a differential of its dimensional rounds. So, different material than I would have anticipated. Yeah. Reflection saw a gray mist and a white star. Okay, that gray mist is volumes of particles of dust through the galaxy. So you went through the galaxy, that reflection. And the white star is a connection energy star. Bright white. It's cool, eh? And Eric saw a red sunset. So Eric, you saw the sunset rising through its elements of its atmosphere. That's cool. Very cool. It's awesome, eh? Yeah, it just gets more exciting. Can't learn this in university. But please feel free to tell everybody else. Everybody needs to know what's going on with the truth or its galactic system because it affects everybody through their vibration and their balance. Everybody needs to know how to use their connection energy heart so they can find their way home. I mean, the real planet system home through their vibration balance. Because regardless, everybody's going to platitude the fifth dimension. But it's extremely important to know that I am exceptionally real through the galactic system. You guys know that because I'm giving you activity events. I'm showing you what can happen when you have this incredible force through the body and ecosystems and how powerful it is through the mastering of its thoughts, through the mind and the brain frequencies. I've showed you in the matrix. I showed you activation stars. I showed you everything through its communication. You know, the fact that Julia got zapped, that's funny. But it's just lessons learned, right? This is what happens when you don't communicate in space continuum, because space continuum is extremely, extremely real. So, and you guys know that now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everybody. I'm taking a break today. I feel like I'm recuperation with the physical, emotional, and mental body today. No problem, Vesca. That's fine. Your energy cycles are line dividing right now. Change your balance frequency through its DNA structures. Take you back down on Earth. Okay, I'm going to take everybody back down on Earth. Okay? So you're in space right now through its atmosphere. So I'm going to take you back down on Earth. And now your energy waving cycles are going to go low dividing. Low dividing is basically you're getting connected through the ground formations. Your feet are going to start shaking. Okay? You're going to feel electric vibes through your body. You have to get used to this because it's activation through acceleration. Okay? Because that's what happens with me before I go through incredible force. Because I go through Mach 5. I've been through Mach 5, guys. That's the fastest that you can accumulate through the brain frequencies. Okay? I mean, I was going through so many matrix grids, so many dimension realms. I flip sided myself through the matrix on the other side of the matrix. Okay? So I'm going to apply it to you. Let me know what you feel. And I want you to look up at the atmosphere and tell me what you see. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. How does everybody feel? Any connection, guys, ladies? Reflection feels good. Eric feels sleepy. Julie feels dense. And Amanda's heavy and tired. Just me. Felt like thoughts are draining down to earth. Just me. How you doing? Well, I guess you were part of it because you collaborate inside, so that's cool. I can see white glowing flies Also energy streaks. Okay, those are communication energy cycles. They're line dividing through its graphing systems. Reflection. So you saw the matrix grids in the atmospheres. Cool. It's amazing how everybody feels different. Reflection feels good. Eric feels sleepy. Julie feels dense. Amanda feels heavy and tired. That's your body and ecosystem coming down from space, guys. And Julie saw sparkles. That's what I'm saying. Once you come back down on Earth and you look at the atmosphere, you're going to see things different. So Julie saw a cool reflection. I saw sparkles. Okay, those sparkles, okay, are communication to star systems. So your communication with stars and energy systems. Very cool. Jennifer, I'm feeling a bit anxious, tight in the chest. Okay, so you're going down in acceleration speed, full force. So that's wind tightening your oxygen, Jennifer. So you'll be fine. You'll be balanced out soon. Also worth mention, when we're in space, the sky had a purple-violet hue to it. That's an interference. That's electric interference. That's a communication. Your communication with its atmosphere and its cloud formation reflection. Good for you. Your perception was seeing purple and violet. It was showing its true color through communication. You communicated with it. Nice. Remember, it goes like this, right? Or this, or that, or this, or that, this, or that. Circles. It goes that way. It goes this way. It goes that way. It goes that way. It goes this way. You know, everything has a communication, right? So, and with that communication comes its coloration through its communication of its radio signals through the matrix and its grids. Okay, it's true color. It's true color. So, yeah. So that's the first time I put you guys down on Earth all together. So I wanted you to look up at the atmosphere and show me what you saw, which is great. Fantastic. It's incredible, eh? When you have all that power. I could put you guys in a dimensional realm in seconds. You wouldn't even know it. Yeah, that's how powerful I am. I can do that to anybody in the world. Anybody in the world. I could put you in a dark realm. I could put you in a forecast of another cloud formation through its electronic defenses. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because Julia got zapped. I don't want to go there. I'm just saying there's a lot that I can do, through my power center. Okay, Julia, I'll give you something that you can see right now. Turn around. You should be able to see trees. You should be able to see waterfalls. You should feel an energy wave going through you right now. You should feel the mountains, and you should see the sky formations turning black. What do you see, Julia? Tell me what you see, Julia. This is using my mind telepathy. I pictualize that through its realization, through its mastering thoughts. I put that connection energy wave through your mastering thoughts, through your mind, through your brain frequencies. I open up those centers through the mind centers, okay, those little energy cells, and I create it through your mind and show you what you can see through your perception from my perception. So what do you see, Julia? I saw brightness opposite the mountains. I said mountains, right? That's cool. But see how powerful I am just by saying things? That's controlling someone's mind. That's controlling someone's body and ego systems. That's controlling your DNA structures through your vibration. That's how powerful I am. Yeah, I told you you're going to see black. Opposite the blackness, hovering over the mountains. That's what I'm saying. So saw the mountains and you're going to see black. So whatever I say is going to happen. Now, it's not going to happen in that sequence, but you're going to see it. Because my voicing grids are coming from space. Right? That's what I'm talking about, communication through intelligence. And everything is communicated through the matrix. So the matrix is showing a pixelization through its energy of its reactor. And it puts it in mind frequencies through the brain frequencies, goes into my body and ecosystems through its diamond core. I unite it through my illumination through its chakra formations. I use the transformation lights through the all signals, through the communication of radio signals. I transfer that into the mind and body frequencies of another person. Everything that is telegraphed goes into your brain frequencies. It opens up and it shows you everything through its perception. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Yeah, everything comes from light. Yeah. But I've gone way beyond its existence. So, you know, like for example, reflection. Okay, reflection. You've already got to connect with your atmospheres and space continuum on that through its spaceships. I'm going to spin cycle your divisional levels. Okay, spin cycle is basically going like this. Okay, so it's kind of like you're teleporting. Okay, you're teleporting right now. Okay, into a mind frequency. So that mind frequency is opening another galaxy. So when you look up, you're going to see planets. Okay, tell me what you see. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. Take it easy. Okay, so reflection saw a reddish pink planet. As in front was loads of glowing flies, as you mentioned. That's what I'm saying. Whatever happens, it happens. Now, that reddish pink planet is another planet of its solar system through its harmonic system. Okay, so it's on the other side of its dimensional realm through its matrix. Yeah, it's covering the whole sky. Yeah. But that's very cool what you guys are seeing. You know, you're getting a true understanding. No words. Can't even describe what I'm seeing. That's the thing. You just enjoy it. You know, there's no words. Of course, you share back with your friends and get them on my channel. Oh, you're seeing rainbow strikes in the sky. Okay, so you're going through a rainbow walk. Anything through the sky is a rainbow walk. So you're going through a matrix of its dimension, of its parallel. That's cool. It's a rainbow streak. It's a graphing system. So they call it a road graph, right? Anything through that is a communication through its computer analytical system, through the mind, the brain frequencies. So yeah, it goes vertical now. Each rainbow on each side is a portal. Crossover, portal, crossover, portal. Everything has a plasma. Okay. So you go from one dimension, you don't come out the other end and go back here. You go through another existence to another line formation. Okay. Because it's on a vertical status. Okay. It's going like this. Right. So, I mean, that's why you always see rainbows like this. There's a reason why rainbows like this. There's a reason for that. Because everything in its center is a portal. That's why it's shaped like this. But it has 6 or 7 or 9 dividing lines of its coloration. And that coloration is matrix grids. That's what a rainbow is. I don't think anybody knows that. But each line is a communication of its coloration through its activation of its harmonic systems. So, feeling a mixture of both. Heart expansion and panic. It's very uneasy, confusing. May hop off for now. Awesome updates. Okay, Jennifer, that's okay. You're going to subside and balance out frequencies. So everything's going to be fine. I just took you on a whirlwind surprise of everything that you needed to see and experience. So, but have a good day. You're just coming down on your oxygen level. Because remember, high altitude winds of oxygen level is very thin in space. Okay? Yes, love to all. That's great. So, I think I'm going to top out. Oh, I like that. 5 different dimensional rounds of its colorations through its matrix and its grids. That's cool. The heart connection, energy wave and patterns. Nice. Very nice. See, I just didn't say, oh, look at the hearts. Look at all the colors. I said way beyond that through its existence of what those 5 shapes are. That's what I'm talking about. Intelligence and knowledge is going beyond its existence. Right? Because everything is line formated through its activation and its movement. So, but yeah, I'm going to tap out for now. I might do another video. It's already been 2 hours, but it's great to everybody's getting a full connection right now through its communication waves and showing you how you can go through experiments, through space continuum, and really absorb everything that's going on through your energies, which is amazing. And you're getting information through its activation, you know, and everything through its activity of its space and its continuum. That's great, Reflection. Good for you. Glad you're going to meditate. That's what I like to hear. Meditation. Yeah. Okay, so this is Andrew Weston, raising on all solar systems, planets, intelligence from the galactic system of the energy core. Calling out. Adios.